who's been sitting in my chair, said the daddy bear in his great big gruff voice.
Who's been sitting in my chair, said the mummy bear in her little middle-sized voice.
Right. Now, Matty, you can say who's been sleeping in my bed, said the big daddy. You be the big daddy bear.
No, and you said swap to mine.
Yeah, we'll swap in a minute after this one. Okay, ready, Matt?
Yeah.
Deep voice now. We can't hear you, go on.
Who's been sleeping in my little voice?
No, who's been sleeping in my bed, said the big daddy.
Who's been sleeping in my bed?
Said who?
A big great voice.
Now the middle size.
Who's been sleeping in my bed? Said the middle-sized mummy bear in her middle-sized voice.
Who's been sleeping in my bed and she's still there, said the little bear.
No, I'm not saying.
Now, Matty's gonna be the middle one, and do you want to be the gruff big daddy bear or the, what should we say?
The daddy bear.
Alright, who's been eating my porridge? Go on then.
Who's been eating my porridge? Said the big daddy bear in his big gruff voice. Who's been sleeping in my...
Matty, who's been sleeping in my porridge?
I was just about to say, who's been sleeping in my porridge?
No, can you say who's been sleeping in...
Who's eating in my porridge?
That's right.
Me.
You're supposed to be the middle-sized bear, not the big daddy bear. Go on.
Who's been sleeping in my... Who's been sleeping in my porridge? No, he's...
Well, you start again. You start again, Emma. Matty, listen to what Emma
No,
says.
I want my turn.
Okay, go on. It's who's been eating my porridge, said the middle
Who's
son.
been eating my porridge? Said the middle sized bear.
What am I supposed to be, the little bear?
Who's been eating my porridge? Said the little bear in his little voice.
Do you want to do any more, or is that it?
That's it.
Alright.
Have you taken the video?
Taken it? Yes, I have. Do you want to say anything on the video before I switch it off?
Yeah.
What would you like to say, Emma? Can we hear some of your funny voice? Because we love that. Tell us in your funny voice what you want to do today.
I want to go to the market that had that
You haven't done your funny voice then, you have. I want to go to... Go on.
I want to go to the supermarket that we used to that's got those surfboards with Mummy today.
Oh, right. You mean the clerky?
No, the one that we used to go to.
Into Marche?
Into Marseille.
Okay. And then, Matty, can you tell us what you want to do today?
I want to go to Tesco's today.
To where?
Tesco's.
Have you seen a Tesco's in France?
Yeah.
Where?
Here.
There's no Tesco's here. It's in Leclerc or Intermarché, isn't it? Tesco's is back in that little town where we live. Do you remember what it's called?
Tesco's.
No, we live in Truro, not Tesco's. Do you think we live in Tesco's, Matty?
Yes.
Which part of Tesco's would you like to live in? The sweetie part?
Yeah.
Or the part where there's all the apple goose?
Well, a fruity so I think it's all of fruity.
What would you eat if you lived in Tesco's?
All of the things.
What things would you like to eat the best?
A fruity like a market.
But if you ate all the sweeties all the time, you'd be sick, wouldn't you? So what other things would you eat if you lived in...
And crunchy nuts, cornflakes.
That's more sensible. Would you eat any meat at all?
Yeah,
No.
and fruity.
What would you eat, Emma?
And he eat all the butter. I do pull up and all the rat bites.
What do you think Snapperella would eat if she was there?
I found here, I find her up.
But you couldn't let Snapperella into Tesco's in case she went berserk, could you?
What did the shopkeeper say?
Well, they'd grab hold of Snapperella and tell her to stop eating all the red bounties. Now, Emma, what would you eat if you had to be sensible? If you had to live in Tesco's, what would you eat?
Daddy,
Wait a minute, I'm asking Emma a question.
do you mean sensible things?
Yes, I mean, if you really had to live in Tesco's and nowhere else, what would you eat? What would you eat in the morning, for instance?
Breakfast.
Yes, and what would you choose? You've got all the cereals in the Tesco's, what would you choose?
I would choose crunchy nuts.
And then what would you have for lunch?
I would choose some bread and then go and choose some peanut butter and put the peanut butter on the bread and fold the bread over.
Why would you fold it over?
Cut it in half and then fold it over.
Oh, I know, like I do.
Mm.
What would you have to drink?
I would go and choose a book with some why being along that Vimto.
You already like Vimto, do you?
Yeah.
What would you have for tea?
Don't know.
What's your favourite tea that Mummy does?
Egg.
How would you like it cooked?
I like it the best when it's poached.
Poached?
Mm.
That's nice. And then what would you have before you go to bed for a treat?
I don't know.
Something? Would you have a drink of milk?
Yeah.
Would you have some gok or something as a treat? Hey, you never told me what you'd have for pudding at tea time. What would you have for pudding? Because you've got everything to choose from. What would you have for pudding?
Tea, fruit and ice cream.
Oh, that's nice.
I would have mountain oranges and ice cream. I would have Angel Whip.
What flavour?
Pink.
Pink?
The next day I will have egg for tea and Angel Whip pudding the next day. And for breakfast and pudding I will have the same.
Matt, what would you eat for your breakfast? You've already said that, haven't you, I think? Is it crunchy nuts?
Yeah.
What would you have for lunch? What's your favourite lunch?
Pizza.
Peaches?
No, pizza. Pizza.
Oh, pizza! Is that your favourite, Matty?
We do sometimes have pizza.
Mummy likes pizza, doesn't she?
We do sometimes have pizzas for lunch.
Have you got an itchy nose, Matty?
Yeah.
Shall I blow it in? Oh, Emma. Alright, that's enough of that horrid noise. What about tea time, Matty? What would you have for tea?
Egg.
Egg as well? How would you have your egg cooked?
My coffee's got a bit cold.
Friday. And would you have anything with your fried egg? Would you like any sausage or bacon or?
I would have bacon. I would have bacon and ham.
You like ham, don't you, Matty? Daddy likes ham.
I would have bacon and ham with my poached egg.
Does anybody like pork pie?
I don't have pork pie with it.
I don't think Matty doesn't like pork
I'm
pie.
having pork pie with mine.
Would you? No, with no mustard on it though, would you? Because you don't like mustard. And now, Matty, last question, Matty.
Yeah.
What would you have for your pudding at tea time?
And whip.
Oh, you said that, haven't you? And the pink one. Did you? I think you said you'd have that for lunch as well,
No, I didn't.
didn't you?
He said pizza for lunch.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. I must have asked him that before then. Is there anything else you want to say to the camera before I switch it off?
Yeah.
What?
You got to say something.
I've been talking all the time.
But you got to say something. What have the green cat something?
Alright, well you both ask me the questions then and I'll answer. Who's going to ask me the first question?
Me.
Well, Emma said me first, so you ask me a quick question, Emma.
What are you gonna have? Why aren't you drinking your coffee? Because it will go all cold. Because mine's gone cold already.
It's finished. Matt's question? What do you want to ask me?
Daddy.
Yes, Matty.
I'm gonna have some like being a bit green.
Are you?
Yeah.
But that's the third one. You're allowed to have 3 Ribenas in a row. You've still got half a Ribena left anyway. Anybody else? Does anybody else want to ask me a question? Shall I switch it off now?
I'm talking about. Hello, me again.
Go on then, quick. Quick as a flash.
Daddy.
Yes?
You know when Alice is coming to our house? Mummy is coming today.
Yes.
Well, is Mummy and Pippa coming as well?
No, just Alice and Sophie.
I want them to come.
Well, we haven't got enough room, that's the trouble. And then Uncle Mike and Auntie Nancy want to come over.
Well,
And I think Penny and Tom want to have an evening on their own, over at their house, you see. Because we were all together last night. I'll tell you what, when we get back to England, we'll have Amy and Kathy over to play. Because she, you like Amy, don't you? Because she can read so well.
Yeah, I do. Emma? Yeah? You didn't used to, did you? Used to what? Like Kathy. Who? Kathy. I mean Kathy and Pippa. Yeah. Well, you didn't used to know that when you were a baby. Well, I used to like them, but I didn't really sort of know them.
They're nice though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like them, Matty?
Mm-hmm. Which ones do you like the best?
I like them all. I like the 2 big girls the best because I can talk to them. I talked to Pippa and she didn't seem to say much to me.
Pippa's the little one.
That's right. She's sweet.
Smallest.
But, yeah, she's sweet, but she didn't say much to me. Matty, do you talk to anybody at your school now?
Yeah.
Who do you talk to?
Everybody.
Who do you talk to the best, though?
Everybody.
Do you?
Well, who do you talk to the most?
The most?
Everybody.
I bet it's Rebecca, isn't it?
But who else? But
Do you have any little boyfriends? There's one called Peter.
and one's called George, I noticed.
George? Is George Matty, is George going to come to your party?
Is that two or one George is in nursery? One.
Just one George?
But I don't know if there's another one.
She doesn't know. What, is there a Peter?
Yeah?
Is he going to come to your party or not?
Yes.
Well, if you have 6 people to come, who's going to come?
But Granny and Granddad don't too.
Yes, but they don't count in this. I mean 6 children. Who are the 6 children if we count them?
But Granny and Granddad come to my grandma.
Yes, yes, of course they are.
No, that is 5. It's not 6. Look, 1.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but I can't put my other hand up.
5.
Yeah, all right. Let's say 5 then. Are you going to tell me who's going to come to your party, Matty? And I'll put.
And some of them are school friends.
Mm. Who?
There's only 2 school friends coming, isn't there?
Go on then. Tell me who they are then.
Charlotte and Rebecca.
Charlotte and Rebecca are coming, and that's your Rebecca, Emma, not Michelle's Rebecca.
Mm.
Is that right? Is that what it means? So there'll be 2 Rebeccas at the party.
Yeah, there was 2 Rebeccas at my party. There was the nursery Rebecca and the school Rebecca.
That's going to be
Look
fun.
how long my Clara's coming.
I better snip your fingernails, haven't I? Snippy, snippy.
Yeah, real clucky.
Right, I'm going to switch the camera off now and get you some cereal. There's only cornflakes and what are those little things called? Lucky Charms. You're going to have cornflakes, Matty.
But can I have an apple first?
An apple. I'll chop an apple in half. All right.
Yeah. I don't
Do you want
mind
to share an apple?
I don't want mine in quarters. I don't mind listing half of the core out.
Okay.
I'm having mine cut in quarters.
Chopped in quarters.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch the camera off then.
And I want to say something.
Quick then.
Dad, I'm going to smoke.
Light comes on. It's recording, Matty. Right. What did you want to say?
I'm going to have some Smarties and one milk. I want to say something else.
Quick.
While the clip's coming down, it's right at the bottom. I'll quickly lick it. Hang on, it's halfway down.
What did you have in that little cup then? What was it in there when it was full?
Coffee.
And that's about the first big cup you've had, isn't it? But little children don't usually drink coffee, just occasionally. So bye-bye then now.
Bye-bye.